Right, in this video I am going to show you my birthday cards and the gifts that I've received for my birthday. I want to thank everybody that wished me a very happy birthday and I had a wonderful day. Hubby cooked a beautiful steak meal, one of his specialities. He doesn't cook that often, but when he does go all out, and it was a gorgeous meal, and also he did all the clearing up, so I really enjoyed that. So here is some of my cards here. As I said, I got this one from our son and daughter-in-law. I've got this one from our granddaughter. I've got some from other family members. This one is from hubby. And I've got this beautiful homemade card as well. So, and I had this other card from our youngest son. And I had a belated card actually, and a lovely message along with this heart, and that was from April. So thank you for that. It only came yesterday, but thank you very much, and I loved the note in the card. So that is my cards, and so I will share with you what I had for my birthday. Okay, so I got a few pieces for my birthday. I did say to most people, you know, not to bother due to that everything that's going on. I know it's not easy, but I did have some gifts. I did have quite a lot of money, which was nice, and so I'm going to save that all up, and I'm going to pocket that until a time that I can safely go outside and shop around, or find out after I've finished all my reviewing, decluttering and organising around our home what I really need. I think that's more than want, possibly more on the need side, so again I'll probably save that for a rainy day. So the first thing is hubby went out and bought some lovely steaks and all the trimmings and everything, and he did his steak sauce. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought someone was at the door. It's just something coming through the letterbox. Right, yeah, so he went out and bought some steaks. He did apologise because he said he just didn't know what to get me, and I said he knows January is a hard month because I do, as I said, all my decluttering and everything, and I normally have a non-spend month except for necessities and food, which did go really well. But he gives me some money, which is really nice, and very often, except for last year, I usually have a trip to IKEA, which has not been possible this year. Usually I go out for a meal, but you make the best of what you can, and that's exactly what he did. So he cooked a beautiful steak meal. Our youngest son was working, but we had the meal in the evening. I did some crafting and everything, and watching movies and everything, and just had a general chill out day, except for the very basics. Even on my birthday, get those basics out the way just to keep on top of it, and then I could relax for the rest of the day. So hubby cooked me a steak meal. He brought me some leggings that I'm wearing at the moment. As I said, he did apologise. He just didn't know what to get me, and I said there was nothing I really needed. But he did go into Poundland when he went to get the steaks, and he bought a couple of little bits. He said he knows it's not much, but I'm thrilled to bits. He knows I like decorating for the seasons, and he brought me, and he said this is not Valentine's Day, we don't normally bother much for Valentine's Day, but he bought me this this rose cloche that lights up, and I'll be sharing this more when I do my Valentine's decor. He also brought me these heart lights. It's a set of 8, and I like to put those, I've got that little bit of shelving in our bedroom, and I like to put those up. And then something so sweet, and so I haven't been in Poundland, so I don't know. He bought me this with the little hearts. Isn't that so cute? So yes, I was over the moon with those few things, and the meal was lovely. Right, our youngest son, he gave me a lot of money, bless him. He apologised, he was working, I think. He said he did try to get the day off. I said, you know, don't worry about it, you know. He was there in the evenings. He did actually purchase us Dunkin' Donuts on one of his trips out. I've actually left the boxes over there, so at the end of this I'll try and remember to, you know, sort of show them. They were, well, I thought they were quite expensive. I do budget for things, and when I think, especially when hubby says when we've in the past bought 12 in an Astor box, you know, on a tray, I don't know, for about £3.50, and he paid more than that for 2, bless him. But I found that out later on. Hubby was saying, I bet these, but it brought some memories back when we holidayed in Florida, and we went to Michigan, Detroit and things like that, and we did go to Canada. So it brought back the trips of America anyway, you know, Dunkin' Donuts, although hubby did say where was his Dunkin' Donut coffee, but there you are, can't have everything. And if I remember, I'll try and put a little picture up here of the donuts. I only had one. It was a set of 2, but I only had one. So I said, it's just those little things, you know, it just makes a big difference, especially with what's going on around us. We'll soon be coming up for a year, won't it? Well, anyway, so first of all, family know that I love Baileys, and I've got quite a lot of goodies in here. So I have got the Baileys and Hardin. This is Midnight Rose Luxury Shower Cream. So that's that one. So I can have a real nice pampered session. That's something else, you know, just a few little products, and you could have a spa time in your own home. Because let's face it, you can't go out. I say I had a beautiful meal that hubby cooked, and that made the big difference. It really did taste wonderful because I didn't have to cook and I didn't have to clean up. I got the Midnight Rose Indulgent Moisturising Body Lotion, which is there. So plenty of things to have my pampered sessions. Prosecco, is that how you pronounce it? I'm not very good at pronouncing names. I do apologise. And this is an elderflower fragranced. So that's that one. So I'm not very good at pronouncing things, and I do get tongue-tied, don't I? And this is then the moisturising body lotion. So I've got those, and I've got this one, which is the Midnight Rose Butter. So plenty of products there. And then in here, in the cellophane, which smells absolutely gorgeous, I've got a bath bomb. So, yeah, I didn't put it down before I start talking. It's little things that I think you've learnt to adapt. What's going on now has been going on for over a year now, hasn't it? Something like that, coming up to a year. And even I didn't know or realise it was going to go on for so long, I must admit. But just those little few things that I'm going to put in while I'm talking about my gifts is making that little bit of an effort. I did have a fair few rough days, and the videos were very slow coming through. They're probably still filtering through now, due to the fact energy levels, they are a lot better. I am feeling a bit more better. I've had a few appointments. I've had a hospital appointment about my eyes and everything, so yeah, I am making that effort to wear different clothing, wear my jewelry. I know it's not easy to wear pieces when you're cleaning and everything, but if I'm doing some crafting or something, you know, I try and wear some of my jewellery. I have put this bracelet on due to, and I got my other ring on like that, so I haven't worn that one for ages, and this is something I'm trying to accomplish, and obviously it makes you feel better. I know it's not always possible when you're working full-time, when you're looking after children, I think, but sometimes making a little bit of effort, even if it's just finding a few minutes, you know, have a nice shower or a bath, and using some nice products, having time to, even if you want to paint your nails, and as you know, I love nail varnish, polish your nails and everything, and, you know, soak them in some nice warm, you know, soap, you know, and then put some nice hand cream on, just even when your kid's gone to bed or before you go to bed, you know, just something like that, you know, it makes a lot of difference. I found that, especially when I'm feeling low or something, it just boosts you and it makes you feel, you know, wonderful. Just taking that few minutes, you know, because let's face it, I only went to have a manicure done in the store if it was usually a birthday treat, because I used to have my hair done, my nails done and everything like that. But for years now I have not gone in to have my nails done. I've done them myself due to the fact that I've got all those polishes, I've got no end of stuff. I've got some false nails, but I went through a stage I was wearing false nails quite a bit, but then like sessions now when I'm doing something like crafting or decluttering or even gardening, you know, depending on the time of year, I don't find it easy to use them, so I just prefer to do my nails. And I've got this one on at the moment with some silver glitter. It's that nail polish, I'm not sure what the name is, again if I remember I put it at the end. It was one that I got from Primark on clearance and I hadn't used it, it was still all sealed up. Right, a dear friend of mine sent me this gorgeous top in this green, and I'm looking forward to wearing this. This will look nice with my leggings, so nice and comfortable, and the material feels so gorgeous, so I'm looking forward to wearing that, as I've got some leggings and a new top, due to the fact that I haven't been shopping, so it's nice to have something new to wear. Another gift I got, be tutted about this one. This is online, and it looks like it's from the Disney store. Disney, well, that's what I presume anyway, because it's got I think it was disney.com or something on it, so I don't know if it is Disney store. And it's got this one before. This would be great in the morning, and it's quite a hefty mug as well. And another mug. It says, just because two broke before Christmas, it doesn't mean to say we have to replace them. I think I might have mentioned this to our son actually. Whether that was just a coincidence, I don't know. And I had that other Disney one actually with the D on. So now I've got this one which says before coffee and after coffee. I'm hoping that's not reflecting me. Hopefully. I don't know if that's a hint, I don't know, but I wouldn't say I'm grumpy, but there you are. So yes, I love a mug. So I don't think it was last year, I think it was the year before, I actually got rid of 23 mugs. Some of them I was a little bit maybe a bit disappointed we got rid of them, because I had seasonal mugs. I kept some Christmas ones, but I know hubby was pulling them down. He said, oh, we only use them once a year, you know. And all my Halloween mugs, I think, went, which I was a little bit disappointed about, I think, now. But then again, there's going to come to a stage I want to get a set of, you know, either grey or black mugs, or whether, you know, sort of have two of each. I don't know yet, we shall see. But anyway, so that's the mug. I'm talking about Disney. You're never too old for Disney. And I just take out the paper. This is another one, a Disney item. So it says, somewhere under the sea and beyond your imagination is an adventure in fantasy. And it's The Little Mermaid, but it's not what I thought. It's not a reading book, it is a notebook. And funny enough, there we are, it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the inside. I don't know if it's the same on the back. No, there we are. Isn't that lovely? And it just looks like a book. And so it's just lined. And I have vowed now that I'm going to have to go through my notebooks. I've put that on my list, so that might be coming up to see if I can get rid of some of my notebooks. I'm talking about ones that I haven't used, but I think that's gorgeous. I will eventually use it, but I think it's so nice that I might just have that on show at the moment, because I think it's so gorgeous. Yeah, that's the trouble. You get a nice notebook. I don't know if anybody's the same. I try and buy things that I'm going to use, but there's that odd occasion when you think, oh, can I get it again or something, and you don't want to use it. But so I'm really pleased with that. Especially, it's another thing that I said I wasn't going to buy any more of, mugs and books, nail polishes. There's a list of things which I'll probably go on to in another video of pieces that I possibly will not be purchasing in the next year or this year. Something that was on my list, this is from my son, my youngest son. It is the Playing with Fire. So there we are, and there is someone at my door. So I'm going to have to go and answer that. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my Asda haul. Which my food haul delivery. I've actually just filmed that one as well. My laptop's just disappeared because they don't send paperwork, so I've got to check on that everything is there. So these two videos, although they'll be separate videos, they will probably be going up one after the other once I've finished videoing this one. Going back to the DVD, this Playing with Fire, I saw the trailer on this and I just thought, this is going to be funny. I'm hoping it is anyway, and they're not just showed the funny bits, you know how it is. But if anybody's seen this, I'm just looking forward to a good family easy movie. So something else really and truly should cut down on, but I didn't actually purchase it, so I think I can get away with that one. Then the last item, yes, it's Bayliss and Harding again, and I have got another set. This is in the box. So as I said, I can have plenty of sort of relaxing spa time as well. So I think this is gorgeous, and it comes in this beautiful box. So as I said, I do love these products. And yeah, the packaging happens to be purple, which actually I love. My favourite colour, lilac and purple. So sorry for the interruptions. First something come from the letterbox, and then obviously my food delivery, but that's it. The food delivery actually came slightly earlier than what I expected, so yeah, it would have worked out just fine. So going back to spending time on those little pieces, you know, I know it is hard work, especially if you're working, you're looking after your kids and things like that, but sometimes, as we don't know, I know there's going to be an announcement, I think in another couple of weeks or something, and they're hoping that the children will go back to school. I thought they might not go back till after Easter, but you never know, do you? Because I know normally the children have 2 weeks off for Easter, but sometimes it's making that time to do little things. Like, I know it's a chore sometimes with your meal. They laugh at me. They come in from work, and admittedly they don't want a lot of fuddy-duddy stuff, but sometimes occasionally I just like to make that little bit of effort. I mostly do it at weekends if I can, due to the fact usually hubby's got some time off at weekends, do you know what I mean? It's little things like when I've done say gammon or chicken New Yorker, I like to present the fries in you know, the little mini chip basket and things like that. And sometimes I've got these little dishes that I put the coleslaw and everything. especially if it's sort of a special occasion or it's somebody's birthday in the household or something like that, and I put it on a nice plate and everything. Don't very often bother with the napkins. I've had this story before. Probably have paper serviettes because they won't use them because they want to save upon washing. And it's just that bit of presenting makes it that little bit special, because obviously not eating out. And I think, personally, I think they really do appreciate the effort that I make, and possibly you know, it might be something, you know, very simple. It's like in the summer, the tomatoes. I've got a special sort of tool to do it now, but I've done it ordinary, usually with a steak knife, and I zigzagged it in the middle of the tomato, just slightly twist it, and you got the tomatoes looks like flowers and things like that, and put those on the side of your salad, you know, rather than just slice it. So it does depend on what mood I'm in, who's available, what time of day it is, what I'm doing, that sort of thing. But as I said, it's just those little things. It's like movie night, you know. Yeah, we do watch movies all the way through, sort of thing. As I said, we're watching Hell's Kitchen at the moment. Is it Hell's Kitchen? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it's Hell's Kitchen it's called. I know there's quite a few of them, isn't they? With Gordon Ramsay. But if we're going to have a movie, maybe at least once a week or at the weekends, as I said, it depends on how tired the guys are. We're going to have a movie, maybe have some popcorn, some savouries. This is one reason we've always normally got ice creams in. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I don't have all this. I have to choose one. Depends on how good I've been through that day or for a couple of days. And it's not due to diet. Well, it is down to diet, but it's down to being diabetic. I can't have all that. I have to choose something. Usually it's either an ice cream or something savoury, do you know what I mean, depending on what we've eaten, because we always have our main meal, then we'll have something like that. So we have a movie and have some bits and pieces like that, you know. We do have the 3D glasses and a few 3D movies sometimes, and sometimes I I will quiz them on what movie it is. It depends what we're watching and again what mood they're in. You know, might have a little quiz thing, or we might have a discussion about the movie, especially if it's something that we haven't seen before. So it just makes it that little bit more special. Whether your kids or adults, a game session, you know. Yes, we do have a lot of sort of game consoles and everything. Yes, even not so much me. I haven't been on a game console for a while now, but I do have I like the little puzzle things, and I've got one that's called Frozen that I do play. But I'm talking about board games. One of the family's favourites used to be Monopoly and Cluedo. You know, some of the old favourites. You know, if it's, you know, got a couple of hours at a weekend or something. Even if it's not during the week, you know, have a bit of board game, have a game of cards, you know, and things like. It doesn't matter what age you are or your kids, you know, just have a bit of fun, have a bit of silliness, you know. Let's face it, we're having to find more creative ways to entertain ourselves even, you know. I'm not going to swear, but I when we were watching Gordon Ramsay, I mean, yeah, I think, is it the F word? I haven't seen that either. And we did have a laugh and a giggle because we were doing impressions of Gordon Ramsay, and they were just looking at me, and they were in stitches because I try not to swear. I don't know. And yes, at first, and obviously when he's telling the chefs, you know, be more you know, sort of out there, you know, get your voice across. You are in control of the kitchen, not somebody else. So the guys come in the kitchen, and we were imitating Gordon Ramsay, and yeah, I did come up with a few swear words and everything. Goodness knows. Luckily the windows weren't open, and I hate to think what someone would think if they were passing by our home, or and the neighbours or something. But yeah, that was just a bit of fun and a laugh, do you know what I mean, and things like that. So yeah, I mean, some of the plainer things, you know, that you wouldn't necessarily think much of. So say you're going to work out an outfit for that day, you know, maybe put a little bit of thought into it. Oh, I'll just brush my hair a little bit, or I'll put it up, you know, put a bit of lippy on. You know, I know I don't go full out on makeup because I'm on my own all day. Bless the delivery guy, because I'm on my own. I feel sorry for some of them, but I think they're getting used to it, you know, and they're nattering away with them, because I've got my usual drivers very often, so they say, how are you, you know, ask after the family, one thing another. So sometimes it's the only person I get to speak to all day, so there you are. So, you know, so just, you know, like I did today, you know, try something on, especially if it's something you haven't worn for a long time and everything, you know, and even make yourself, I don't know, if you make coffees or teas, you know, in your shopping, maybe try a different coffee, try a different tea. We do have a Costa machine that we very often use, a Tasmo, sorry, that we have Costa coffee with, and we usually have that at weekends, especially when we're sitting relaxing in the afternoon or the evening, and make it that special, especially at Christmas when we used to have the gingerbread lattes and everything. So just that little bit special, you know, sit down, have coffee, and try not, if possible, have the TV on so you can have a little chat like I try to do. As I said, we tend to have you know, certain programs on that we all like, so we can discuss it. And it's like, as I said, going back to Hell's Kitchen. If I said that before, because there's Kitchen Nightmares and there's Hell Kitchen. It's Hell Kitchen we're watching, yeah, as a family. And we do discuss, and we say who we like, who we don't like, and everything. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's just one of those things. So there's little things you can do. And like the kids, I'll tell you something that I did when our boys were little. It was a cheat. Hubby used to work away a lot, so I had a toddler and a school-year-old, and because there's 3 years between them, and I couldn't necessarily afford to go to say McDonald's, because McDonald's closest to us at the time, this is when they first sort of started getting very popular, had a really large indoor play area. And yeah, I think, I don't know what the meals used to be, $1.99 or something. I don't know what they are now, I can't remember, but it used to be reasonable, because I used to buy them a meal, and then they used to spend so long in the play area, as long as they weren't too busy, used to get away with it. And I used to have like a couple of their nuggets and a bit of their drink and everything, because I was on such a tight budget, and hubby working away, and it did actually give a little bit of time away. This is getting away from what I was going to say. So what I used to do was, I used to make like little bags up, or boxes, and if I was out at Tesco's or something, I used to buy, you know, you get 5 or 6 in a packet. You know, the little toys you get that you put in little birthday gift boxes or anything. Also, there used to be a lot of car boots I used to go to, and I used to pick little things up. So what I used to do was, I used to do them the nuggets, the fries, and the drink with the sippy cup sort of thing, and then I used to put a little toy in. And then we would sort of go and have a picnic, you know, either, you know, near the grounds that we live, or in the back garden or whatever, if it was nice, and things like that. You could even do it, we used to have carpet picnics frequently and things like that. And very often we used to have themed ones, like it might be a Disney one, or Star Wars or something like that. And sometimes we used to do colours, and sometimes we used to have pyjama carpet picnic and things like that. I used to love it when I used to have, on the odd occasion, especially in the holiday time, you know, those times where they could just wear the pyjamas all day and things like that. So it's just thinking a bit out the box and thinking, oh, I'm going to watch a movie tonight. Is there anything specific I could add to that, you know, like a competition or a little quiz, or yes, I've got ice creams, I've got popcorn, or if you thought a little bit ahead, you know, because you can't get out to the cinema, although hubby never goes to the cinema now. Even before all this kicked off, he thought it was too expensive. I only go if our son pays, and that's usually to see all the Marvel movies, but even then I haven't been to the cinema in over a year. It must be over a year now. So there you are. So it's all those little things. As I said, just think out the box. If you've got any comments about that subject, you know, little things that you might do, it might be something very simple, but it might just perk you up a bit, put that smile on your face, and, you know, one step forward, you know, don't keep looking back. I try not to do this. I ought to take my own advice sometimes and just breathe. Let's put a smile on our face, and let's just look forward to the days ahead, whatever may come. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.